2025 is the year that you have to put on your big girl pants and make the queen move. Nobody listens to an irrelevant voice, whether it's a brand voice, your leadership voice. When you fast track your success, you naturally begin to communicate like a leader. Your team sees it, your team feels it, they will respect you for it. Business is exciting. It should be exciting and it shouldn't be stressful, and it doesn't need to. You want to be... Welcome to the Salon Owners Collective podcast. Now, in today's episode, I want to talk to you about why moving faster and fast tracking your success in 2025 is non-negotiable for salon owners. And I'm going to show you why you need to pay attention to this and the 3 things that you need to think about moving into the new year. Let's be clear, fast tracking your success is not a small tweaky kind of thing. It's not about small adjustments in business or tiny pawn moves, moving the pawn on the chessboard. 2025 is the year that you have to put on your big girl pants and make the queen move. Now, that's not about being a girl. I'm talking to you boys too, but the queen on the chessboard can do anything. She can move forward, backwards, sideways, diagonal. Like a queen move is a big move. So let me break it down for you and I'll share exactly why this is the year to put the pedal to the metal and move faster ever than before. 2025 is the year to move faster. Okay, so it's like this. Think about how you feel in the lead up to December. Do you know, the Christmas cray-cray, when you know what's coming. You know it's going to be crazy in terms of being fully booked with clients and the demand that's on you and your team. You prepare. You plan ahead, like we spend 12 weeks in the lead up to Christmas thinking about it. And then you finally get to December the 24th or 25th, depending on what day you're working, and you feel great. Maybe a little bit exhausted, but you feel great because you achieved something and you were prepared. You smashed your goals, you were ahead of it, not behind it. That's how I want you to feel in 2025. And when you get to kickstart 2026, you want to feel like you've smashed some goals. You were prepared. You were in front of the game. You tackled everything that you wanted to tackle, and everything came your way. And it's 2025 already, and you've decided that this year you're going to go faster. Let's just say you have decided you're going to go faster. This is the year that you're going to elevate your business. You're going to level yourself up as a leader. You're going to put your foot down. You've agreed to go at a faster rate. And guess what? You're going to feel like you're ahead of it, like you're in the driver's seat of your business. You're cruising on the highway and you've got a clear view of the road ahead. And here's why this is even more powerful. When you fast track your success, you naturally begin to communicate like a leader. Your team sees it, your team feels it, they will respect you for it, they'll thank you for it, even if indirectly, with loyalty and goodwill. They'll say, wow, my boss isn't onto it. She's onto it. He's onto it. And when you lead with vision, your team will follow. And that's where the magic starts to begin, because you can't grow a salon without your team. A team who follow you, not fight you. Are you with me? But there is danger with the slow track. So let's talk about the downside of not fast tracking. If you don't choose to move faster this year, and let's be clear, faster does not mean more stressful. So it's not about that at all, because I believe moving faster is actually less stressful. And here's why. And here's what will happen if you choose to go slow. Technology will leave you behind. And as we head into 2025 and race towards 2026, technology is going to get faster. AI is going to become more integrated into our business operations. Staff will need to change. Customer demand will increase and they'll expect more from you. And if you're not prepared, you're going to be stuck on the wrong side of that shift. And trust me, you don't want to be on the back foot this time next year. And when you're overwhelmed and behind the curve, it's actually hard to focus on the real work that's actually going to grow the business and move the needle. And if you're not ahead on the fast track in 2025, your team is going to lose respect for you. If you're moving too slowly and you're not delivering results for your team, for the business in a rapid changing world, your team is going to they're going to start to lose trust in you, respect in you. They won't see you as a leader. And eventually team members won't want to work for you and your brand if you are not the one that's leading the way. This is why small business operations, the ones that went out on their own in the last 12 months, so many businesses have started to close. Many have thrown in the towel. And it's because they don't know how to grow a business. They don't know how to scale and lead a team. They don't know how to grow a team, and they don't have the leadership skills to make that happen. And so if you're not moving fast enough, you won't have the chance to develop those exact skills, and your business will fall behind. Your brand, your social media content, your job ads, when you're looking for good team members, the way that you serve your clients, your delivery methods, it all starts to become irrelevant, and it's happening to too many people already. And it will feel to you like no one's hearing you, no one's listening to you, or you're going to believe like there's just no good people out there. Do you know? But actually what happens is nobody listens to an irrelevant voice, whether it's a brand voice, your leadership voice. And all the efforts that you put in won't get you the traction that you need. And when the world around you starts to speed up, as it is right now, you're going to get stuck in the slow lane and you're going to feel it. Many salon owners make the mistake of thinking that this is just like another phase. Like we've been through COVID, we waited that out. I waited out the prices going up. I think I can hang in there until things settle down, and that the world will slow down again, and maybe everything will go back to normal. But hey, that ain't happening, and it ain't happening anytime soon. Actually, it just ain't happening. And if you're one of those people that just buries your head in the sand and just says, well, I'm okay because, I'm really focusing on my customer service. It's going to be all right. I'll just do good service and serve my clients. The money will come. But here's the cold, hard truth. It's not going away. Change is not going away. The world is speeding up. And right now, today, this moment that you're listening to this podcast is the slowest the world is ever going to move again. I want you to listen to that. This is the slowest that the world is ever going to move again. And I already thought life was going fast. Like my parents told me when I was a kid that as you grow older, the world seems to go faster. But they were just talking about their own experience, not like how the world is actually going faster and things are speeding up. So now is the time to act. And if you're not fast tracking your success, moving into the next year and beyond, you're just going to start to move slowly. And by default, you'll be on the really, really slow track, which I believe is actually turns into the backward trajectory. And it's actually that causes the stress, moving backwards, not reaching goals, not making ends meet, not being able to find good team members. That's what's stressful. Don't you agree? That's what's stressful. And that's not a good place to be. So moving faster is actually less stressful because it actually solves all of the stress points and it solves those stress-creating circumstances. So I'd go so far as saying that true self-care, like caring for yourself, taking care of yourself first, is actually ensuring that you do business well. Like doing good business, making sure that your business is winning, actually is good self-care, because when you're losing, it's freaking stressful, and that's the opposite of self-care. So the question might be, well, if I want to do self-care, I want to win next year, I want to go on the fast track because ultimately that's less stressful to be in business that way than to not. How do you fast track success in 2025 and beyond as we move into 25 and 26 and towards 2030? And so if you're already falling behind and starting to move faster feels like, yeah, and I hear you, Larissa, it's the thing I need to do, then these are the three things I want you to think about. Number one is get really clear on your vision. Like the first step to crystal clear and real clarity about your vision, get clear on that. Like, where do you want to be this time next year? Where do you want to be at the end of 2025? And as you listen to the, next podcast from me and going into 2026, what do you want that to look like? Do you want to hit the $1 million revenue? Do you want to just double what you're doing right now? Do you want to be earning $100K in profit? Maybe it's $200K. Like, do you want to be earning well? Do you want to grow your team, or do you want to improve your system so they work without you? So rather than you being in the center of them and having that heavy weight on your shoulder, like whatever success looks like for you, I think now is the time to define it, like get it on a piece of paper. Because when you can define it, you can do it, you can live it, and you can breathe it. And I actually have a bit of a health check for you. That might be a good place for you to start thinking about what you want success to look like. Would that be useful? Would you like to do the health check? I'm going to leave the link to the health check on how you can thrive in 2025 and towards 2030. I'm going to leave that in the show notes of this episode. You can grab it. It's free. I'm really keen to see what you learn before you sit down and define what does success look like. It's going to help you. And when you know where you're going, like it's easier to say no to everything that doesn't align with that vision. Like clarity gives you permission to focus and prioritize. And that's how you get ahead. Like saying no to a bunch of stuff actually drives you forward, and making sure you say yes to the things that are going to move you towards the goal that you set for yourself. And it makes you a better decision maker. It keeps you aligned and your team aligned, and that you can drive forward with purpose. So that's number one. And number two is get ready to move fast. Here's the thing. You've got to be ready to move when you need to move. So let's think of, an Olympic swimmer, and imagine the Olympic swimmer crouched on the block, ready, waiting for the signal, for the gun to shoot. And they know exactly the moment to dive in when the gun goes. And if they're not ready, they're going to miss the gun, right? They're going to miss the moment. And within seconds, they're going to lose the gold medal. And as a salon owner, you need to be prepared and on the block, because there's a small window of opportunity over the next few months in the lead up to this year. And you've got to be ready to act, because the world is amongst change. And that means that you need to have time to leverage your team. You need some financial resources to make decisions that will position you for success. And if you're prepared to move when the time comes, like you'll know the time. It's going to come and slap you in the face. If you're prepared to move when the time comes, then you'll be able to take advantage of opportunities and actually get ahead of your competitors, or even just to get ahead of yourself. Like you are your own best competition. Get to where you've always wanted to get. Hey, it's me. It's just me, and I'm quickly jumping in to interrupt and say, hey, thanks for listening to this episode, and I hope you're loving this episode. Now, let me ask you, do you ever feel like you've reached the top of the mountain and you just don't know what to do next? Like if you're $1 million business and maybe you're about to reach it, or maybe you're already there, but now you're feeling a bit lost because the strategies that got you there aren't going to get you to your next milestone. What got you here isn't going to get you there. Sometimes the things that we did just don't work anymore. But I have some powerful strategies just for you. The Salon Mastery Boardroom is designed for $1 million plus businesses, and you'll learn how to take your salon to the next level whilst being surrounded by a community of other $1 million like-minded salon CEOs. Those CEOs are there to support and uplift you. So I'd like to invite you to join me for a complimentary $1 million strategy call. We'll discuss your business, your role in the business, and how to explore how you can grow your team, your leadership team, and develop the people so you can take the next step and reach that next milestone. All you need to do is click apply now in the show notes of this episode. It will take you through but a couple of quick questions, then you can book a strategy call with me. All right, that's enough. Let's get back to the episode. And I think the most important step of all is to do the right thing at the right time and be in the right place, like be ready at the right time. But then you need the right strategy. So even if you've got a clear vision and you're ready to act, it's really critical that you know how to prioritize and move at the right pace. And when your coach or your mentor says, like, just this is the right thing to do, like do it now, you've got to be prepared to act. The world around you will be competing for your attention, for your competitors' attention, and your clients' attention, and your team's attention. And if you don't know how to focus on the most important task that's right in front of you, we call it the right next move, you'll miss the opportunities that are ahead of you. And it's not enough to just act quickly. You need to act with precision. That really means that you're knowing what the right next move is. And whether it's launching an ad campaign, sending out a promotional offer, updating your website, Maybe it's just paying your people properly and building a career pathway for them so that they not only grow with you, but you retain them over the long term. You want to retain your top talent. And if that's the right next thing, then you've got to be able to move quickly and have the tools in front of you to do just that. Like, you can't waste time learning the thing for months and then do the thing. When the time is in front of you, you've got to move now. So that's why fast tracking your success will actually pay off if you follow those 3 steps. Getting clear on what your vision is so you know where you're going. Getting ready so you can move fast, and then prioritizing the right things. That's what will fast track your success and your goals in 2025 and prepare you for 2030. Like, it's coming, as much as we hate to think about it. And when you do, you'll find that you not only reach your goals faster, but you also have confidence. Like, it's really nice to be a confident business owner, because when you have confidence, you also have clarity to keep moving forward in the right direction. And I just think 2025 is the right time to move. We've been through a really interesting last 4 years, and it ain't going back to how it was. So it's time to move forward and toward, not pull backward, move faster, not slower. Leave the old world behind you and step into like the future that you're actually choosing. And if you're ready to step into the fast lane, then let's get moving. 2025 is going to be the year that those who act fast will reap the rewards. And while those who hesitate, they're going to struggle. So don't be that guy. But the good news is that it's never too late to start. I'm talking about now. Now is never too late to start to get clear on your vision, preparing to go fast and take action, and then knowing what and how to prioritize so you can fast track your success and achieve the business goals faster than you ever thought. Or maybe that's exactly what you always thought, but maybe you can actually finally achieve that. So if you're still hesitant about jumping into the fast lane, consider the alternative. And the alternative is slowing down, which means falling behind in technology, falling behind in leadership, in your ability to engage clients. And it means your team might lose trust and respect for you as their leader. And then you'll find it really hard to lead them through the changes that are ahead. Like, they're going to look to you. So you need to be prepared. So when they look to you, you don't feel awkward, It means that your brand might get left behind otherwise in this rapidly changing world. And it's happening to some now more than ever. Like, this has been a kind of a 4 years to the wind down. And for some people, it's now, do or die. It's going to die. It's too late to do. So don't be that guy in a few years. So ask yourself, how can I fast track success for this year and in 2026 and beyond? Like, be in a really good place. And the time to act is now. It's time to move. So we're going to separate the winners from the losers by getting clear on your vision, preparing to move fast, and doing the right thing. So don't wait for the world to speed up and leave you behind. So if you want some help, direction, mentoring, and a roadmap through 2025 so you arrive in 2026 like profitable, calm, confident, and excited about being in business. Like, business is exciting. It should be exciting, and it shouldn't be stressful, and it doesn't need to. You want to be with a team that trusts you and wants to work with you. And so if that's you, I'm inviting you, reach out and let's have a chat. Let's make a clear strategy plan for 2025 so you can prioritize profit and become a calm and confident leader. I'm going to leave a link to book a strategy call in the show notes of this episode, and I really look forward to connecting with you, talking about getting on the fast track, because it's actually less stressful that way. Meantime, I shall connect with you same time, same place on the podcast. Ciao for now. So reach out. I'm going to leave a link to book a strategy call. Let's make a really clear strategy plan for you in 2025. And remember, I have left the link to the Salon health check, Find Success in 2025 and beyond. I'll leave the link in the show notes. Meantime, look forward to connect with you same time, same place next week on the podcast. Ciao for now.